Okay, our second product we're going to talk about is called After Effects. This is essentially post-workout nutrition. And for the fitness industry, this is a big deal. And let me tell you why it's so important. The key to post-workout nutrition is you've got to get high-quality proteins to the muscles within this window period of 1 hour. So if you can, after you work out, if you can eat within 1 hour and get high-quality protein in your body, science is telling us that this is the best way to recover and the best way to rejuvenate your muscles. However, we've gone one step better than that. Because remember, I talked to you about the ProMatrix Plus protein. ProMatrix Plus has this 6-hour staggered distribution. So not only are you going to get the benefit of eating within that 1 hour window period, but you're going to get a much greater benefit because there's a 6-hour distribution of the amino acids to your muscles with the protein that we use, and that doesn't exist with any other protein. So when it comes to post-workout nutrition, there's nothing better than utilizing that ProMatrix Plus within 1 hour. Now, the other thing to really consider is you want a great carbohydrate source. So remember the CleanCarb that we talked about? The CleanCarb is also part of the after effects, and that is the special purple sweet potato as well as the pomegranate juice powder. Combine those two together, they don't spike your insulin, which is a very bad idea to do under any circumstance, and they supply your muscles with that glycogen and they give you this highly nutrient dense carbohydrate source. But here's the real key to the effects of this particular product, After Effects. When you eat food 1 hour, within 1 hour time frame after you work out, what you want to do is you want to make your insulin, that hormone, work better. So we put something in there, which is a combination of cinnamon extract. Cinnamon has special compounds in it that help to enhance the effects of insulin, and another thing in it called GS4. The combination of cinnamon and GS4 enhances your insulin to get nutrients into the cells much more effectively, and that's the key to post-workout nutrition. So After Effects is not only great source of protein, great source of carbohydrate, but we got a little bit clever and we put something in there that enhances your insulin levels, which tops it off and makes that product one of a kind. So we have 6 products that we want to talk to you about. And the first one, which we think is going to be the biggest and the best seller that we have, is called Shake Effects. Now, there are 4 things that I want you to understand about Shake Effects because it is a meal replacement, but I want to call it like the ultimate meal replacement. So those 4 things are, and these are names, I just want you to listen because I'm going to explain these names to you. Number 1 is ProMatrix Plus. Okay? Number 2 is called Omega Fibers. Number 3 is called CleanCarb, and number 4 is the SpectroActives. All right, so let's take each one individually. The ProMatrix Plus. This is a protein source that has been developed to do very specific things for people who are into fitness, for people who are not doing well, might have energy problems, etc. It's virtually something for anybody that needs high quality protein in their body. This is the stuff that you need. So Protein Effects is something called 6-hour staggered distribution. Let me tell you what that means real quickly. Your muscles are starving for protein. If you work out, or even if you're just a regular person, we want to make sure that we can get that protein into the muscles the way that it's needed. So protein gets broken down into these things called amino acids, and this 6-hour staggered distribution is all about getting amino acids to the muscles in the time frame that they need it. This is critically important. That's what protein science says, but we don't have, up until this point, a protein source that was able to do that. The second thing is called hydrolyze your protein, and what that means is protein is absorbed as molecules, and there's big molecules, medium-sized molecules, and small ones. What we want to do is get them down into the medium and smaller sized molecules so that you absorb it, so that you don't have problems like bloating and gastrointestinal upset, etc. Okay? Other thing is enzymes. If you can incorporate enzymes into a protein, and they're the right enzymes in the matrix of the protein, boy, you're going to give yourself a huge advantage. So what we've done is we put different enzymes in our protein formula that help with the breakdown of the protein to get better digestion, better absorbability, and we also added a very special enzyme. That enzyme is called serrapeptase. It's something that silkworms create. What that does is it eliminates inflammation in the muscles if they've been worked, or just in general, if you have it in your circulation, in your blood circulation, serrapeptase works wonders as an anti-inflammatory agent. And then we have another type of protein that helps with the immune system. And what that does is sometimes after a workout or people when they're not feeling well, their immune system is low. When you take this protein, it's an immune boosting compound. So just imagine, you've got a protein that it is acting like a therapeutic food. It's not just for nutrition. It's something that can actually help your body in multiple ways. So everything about it is positive. The next thing in the product is called omega fibers. Now we all know that we need quality fats. And the fats that we need most importantly are the omega-3 fats. Now there's probably no nutritional deficiency on earth more widespread than omega-3. So what we've done is we've used the two best sources in our product. Number one is flaxseed, and number two is a plant compound from South America called sacha inchi. That is the highest known source of these omega-3 fatty acids, all put in a matrix of fiber. So that's why we call it omega fibers. The next thing is called CleanCarb. We've all heard that carbohydrates, they've been demonized here in the last 10 years. Prior to that, they were the best thing on earth. Here's the deal with carbohydrates. What you don't want to do is spike your blood sugar levels and spike your insulin levels. Now we know that that's what's causing all the metabolic syndrome and the problems, a lot of the problems we're seeing today, including type 2 diabetes. When you take a quality source of carbohydrate, and you don't get too much of it, but you use something that's highly nutrient dense, full of fantastic nutrition, at the same time restores the glycogen in your muscles, you got something really special. So what we use is something called purple sweet potato and pomegranate juice extract. That makes up our CleanCarb, and it's so nutrient dense and so full of antioxidants. So we couldn't use a better source of carbohydrate here in the product. And then the final thing is, remember we talked earlier about SpectroActives. We've got a couple of areas in Shake Effects where we use SpectroActives. Now imagine, for years we've been told you got to eat 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. The problem has been, how do you put it in a capsule or a tablet or a scoop? How do you get 5 to 9 servings in such a small dose when we're talking about nutritional supplements? Well, we finally have figured out the answer, and the answer is SpectroActive fruit and vegetable concentrates. Now I say concentrate, not isolates. We're not isolating nutrients, we are concentrating them, so it's literally like a whole food, but it's concentrated with all those phytonutrients and all those antioxidants that give you the power of 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, but we don't have to put all this bulk into the product. So it's an amazing breakthrough, and what SpectroActives has done is it's revolutionized the idea of being able to put in concentrated doses in a single serving. So imagine this. Take Shake Effects, you get all this nutritional benefit, you get all this innovation, and every time you take one serving, you're going to get 9 servings of fruits and vegetables.